Hey there, my name is Gabriel, and the reason I'm making this video is recently I had to go out and get a payday loan, cash advance, as some people will call it. And I ended up doing a lot of research for it, because before I went into it, I really had no idea how payday loans worked. And I spent about 2 or 3 days researching all this information, and ended up finding a really good website, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. But the reason I'm recording this video is because I've had so many people ask me for help getting quick cash and stuff like that, because they know I've been through it, that I decided I was just going to record this video and post it up for everybody to see. So that's the why. I actually live right out here just outside of Auburn, so when I realized I needed some cash, I actually needed $900, so I went for a $1,000 loan, which I'll show you how to get here in a second. But I went through and talked to the pawn dealers, pawn shops, and other companies that provide payday loans in Auburn, and just wasn't impressed. Everybody had different interest rates and lengths of payment and all sorts of other crap. I talked to the banks. I researched a lot online. And doing that, I discovered a lot of things. The first thing is, as long as you're employed for at least 2 to 3 months and making at least $1,000 a month, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a payday loan. The interest rate won't always be amazing. It's usually between 15 and 30%, depending on who you go with, depending on how good your research is. But as long as you're employed and as long as you're making at least $1,000 a month, you're good to go. I've actually talked to one guy who was making $650 a month, and he got a payday loan of $400, which I thought was pretty crazy. But they gave it to him. He didn't have good credit or anything like that. So there is hope, but I mean, optimal situation is you're making at least $1,000 a month and been employed for 3 months, and they'll pretty much hand you whatever type of money you want. Also, you're going to need to watch out for interest rates, as I mentioned. 15% to 30% is usually the average interest rate. And you also got to be careful about some lenders. Some lenders will require you to pay back everything exactly on the due date, while other lenders will actually give you payment plans. So you have to check in on that and really do your due diligence. It took me 3 days, but I found actually a cheat way to do it, which I'll show you here in a second. The information you're going to need before you go into a situation, before you apply, you're going to need your driver's license number, social security number, and you can also, if you don't have a driver's license, you can use your state ID number. And also you're going to need your employment information, the boss, phone number, length of employment, how much money per month, how you're paid, all that fun stuff. And last but not least, you're going to need your bank routing number and bank phone number in case of issues. What happens with that is they won't just cut you a check or give you cash. They want to know that you actually have a bank account, because that gives them more security. They know you're legitimate. You're not just some bum off the street. You actually have a bank account. So they're not going to cut you a check or give you cash. They're just going to transfer it into your bank. But the cool part about that is that you can literally get money within an hour. I forwarded one guy to this site I'm going to show you, and he got money within an hour. And I think he got like $800 or something like that. But it literally was within an hour. Sometimes it takes up to a day. I've seen a couple people have that happen. But you literally can get money within an hour. So if you're in an emergency situation, this will really help. So the website is 100dayloansfast.com. And I'll put the link under this video. But the cool part about this site, which makes them unique, is they actually take your application, and it takes a little longer than 7 minutes. It's usually about 10. They take your application and send the information out to over 120 different lenders. And then what happens is those guys come back and bid for your loan. The cool part about that is you don't have to go out and do all the research I did. All you have to do is just go through and see who has the best deal. Lowest interest rate, best repayment plan, most money, etc., etc. And so it gives you a lot more freedom. It gives you the ability to kind of control more, because I mean, the payday loans are not easy. They really screw you over on the interest rate, but if you're in a situation where you need a payday loan, you just kind of have to suck it up and do it, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean you have to get completely screwed over. Using these guys, you get to pick between 120 different lenders, and it really saves you a lot of time, and it will save you a lot of money too. So the process is very easy. All you have to do is you just select how much you want. I went for $1,000, so I put 500 or more. Then we'll just use an example script here, Joe Smith. Email joesmith123@gmail.com. We'll use the Lincoln zip code. Get your money now. And it's a very simple application. It's just this one page, and then submit your application. You go through, you do, you have a bank account, and again, if you select no, they aren't going to let you fill anything else because you have to have a bank account in order to get the money. And fill in your information. Again, you're going to need your social security number and driver's license number. If you don't have a driver's license number, your state ID number. And step 2 is your employment information. You're going to have your employer income and phone number for your employer. They don't call unless they tell you or you give them permission to, so don't worry about that. And months employed, again, if you're not employed for at least 3 months, they're not really going to talk to you. And they will. I mean, there was one guy who was employed for 1 month, and he got money that I know. So it does happen. Just 3 months is optimal, as well as over $1,000 a month. That's the situation they're looking for. And then step 3, where do you want us to wire the cash? They're going to ask for your bank account number and routing number. And again, their information is all secured. These guys are legitimate. But the reason they do this is they want to deposit the money directly in your bank account, first for speed for you, but also for security for them, so they know you're a legitimate person and you're not some bum off the street. I certify that I'm at least 18 years old. Submit your application and you're done. It's literally that fast. You can have money within an hour, up to a day. I've recommended a lot of people to this company, 100-day loans, and the fact that they let people bid for your loan is very cool. It puts you more in control. So I hope this information has been helpful, and good luck with everything, and I hope everything turns out for you okay, and take care.